Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had it the opera on, cause now, while many travelers speak fondly of stays at luxury resorts and the first class seats they book using airline miles, Stuker is in a class of his own. Stuker is a car dealership consultant from New Jersey who has flown 23 million miles, which Rick Riley said in a Washington Post column was more than any other person in history. In 1990, United Airlines advertised a lifetime pass for $290,000. Excuse me, guys, I have allergy issues. And Stuker quickly snagged the offer. Now, 33 years later, Stuker frequently enjoyed his favorite perch in seat 1B. Stuker told the Post that he spent 12 consecutive days without touching a bed after he flew from Newark, New Jersey, to San Francisco and then to Bangkok and Dubai. He only spent time outside the friendly skies while visiting the airport lounges. Stuker, now 69 years old, told the Post that his frequent travels were driven by the accumulation of airline miles. Best investment of my life, he said. Stuker said he knew early on that frequent flyer miles weren't just a way to get more flights. He also ended up selling and trading miles with others. He told the Post that he once used miles to obtain so many gift cards that he was able to renovate his brother's home. United no longer extends such passes to its flyers. According to the Post, he even won an auction years ago, bidding 451,000 miles to be a guest on an episode of NBC's Seinfeld. Stuker told the Post that he had been to 100 countries and had more than 120 honeymoons with his wife. And United has embraced Stuker, asking for his input in crafting the menu at their Polaris clubs and keeping a Mercedes ready on the airport tarmac if Stuker needs to make a quick connection, according to the Post. Representatives on United's 800 number even recognize Stuker. That level of service seems almost mythical, but Stuker is still reaping the benefits of his 1990s era pass that has truly put the world at his fingertips. So, like I said, opportunity, sometimes chance, basically gets you further in life a lot of times. And who you know. This is a thing if you love to travel and everything, you want to take advantage of frequent flyer miles, which I know a lot of people who are subscribed to me or people in the community of the YouTube community or real life community understands that. That's something I've said to myself this year. I'm going out of town later this year. Plus, I'm trying to travel out of state. The next 5-10 years, I'm going to be doing that a lot. Just do it. There's more to life than being in a city or being in a state or just being in a country. You could go to other places. Yeah, it's not as up to par as our country or certain ones, but every country has its flaws and every country has its strengths. So, that's something to really look at. That's a little story that I came up on, you know, and that was when they were offering it. They don't offer stuff like that anymore because of the economy and because of the inflation, as well as the pricing of fuel and all of that stuff. They're really hitting the lower class Americans and lower middle class Americans' pockets the worst. So that's how it is with that. Now, United CEO Scott Kirby is apologizing to customers and his own employees after taking a private jet during a week when his airline was canceling thousands of flights. The airline confirmed Kirby flew from Teterboro Airport in New Jersey to Denver, Colorado on Wednesday, and that the company did not pay for his flight. Teterboro is about 17 miles from Newark, New Jersey, where one of United's largest hubs is located, and which was the center of the airline's meltdown this week. In a statement, Kirby said he regrets that his actions distracted from the professionalism of United employees. Taking a private jet was the wrong decision because it was insensitive to our customers who were waiting to get home. Kirby said in a statement, I sincerely apologize to our customers and our team members who have been working around the clock for several days, often through severe weather, to take care of our customers. On Wednesday, many customers at Newark Liberty International Airport couldn't get to their destinations because there were no flights available. United customers have been plagued by flight delays, cancellations, and lost luggage this week. Excuse me. Going forward, Kirby promised to better demonstrate my respect for the dedication of our team members and the loyalty of our customers. The airline has canceled more than 3,000 flights since Saturday, stranding thousands of customers. On Friday, as of the evening, United had 979 flights delays, or 34% of its operations, and 234 canceled flights, according to FlightAware. Kirby blamed much of the problems with the airline service meltdown on the Federal Aviation Administration and a lack of adequate staffing at air traffic control centers, particularly in the New York area. The FAA frankly failed us this weekend, said Kirby in an internal company memo to United staff shared with CNN on Wednesday. He said the FAA reduced arrival rates at Newark by 40% and departure rates by 75%, was almost certainly a reflection of understaffing / lower experience at the FAA. But Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, who oversees the FAA, pushed back on that criticism of his agency Wednesday evening on CNN primetime. Look, United Airlines has some internal issues they need to work through. They've really been struggling this week, even relative to other U.S. airlines. He told CNN's Caitlin Collins this story. While he agreed there needs to be more air traffic controllers, Buttigieg said, I want to be very clear. Air traffic control issues are not the number one issue causing cancellations and delays. They're not even the number two issue. All the data, including industry's own data, is very clear on that. So my thing is, United Airlines has always been on that bullshit. It's people who, they have some rude stewardess and stewards on their planes. A lot of times their scheduling is messed up. They're the people at the desk, they're very rude as well. So United Airlines has always been under this. Either them or American Airlines. I don't know. It's one or the other. I might have messed that up, but let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong, if United has ever been talked about not being very customer friendly or having good customer service. Now look, as a CEO of the company, you're basically the head, the face of everything. And when you do something like that, yeah, you can do whatever you want, but you got to look at the public outcry. There's people out there who don't have the money you have. Some might, but a lot don't. Most don't. Excuse me, I'm not going to say a lot, but most don't. And for you to show that shows that you're very insensitive and that you're not sincere for what you did. And a lot of times you got to look at public image when you're running a company. If your public image shows that you don't give a damn about the other person or what they're listening to or what they're not listening to, but their feelings to try to get home to see their family, or you don't know how long they've been in that country or that city where they've had to probably work for months. They haven't seen their family. They're ready to go home, see their family. They're tired, You don't know what they're going through. So something like that shows that you got to be self-aware. And most of the time, these CEOs aren't self-aware. They don't give a shit. I mean, why would they? They're getting paid all this goddamn money. They don't give a shit about us. That's why I think it's naive when people say, well, you have to understand the point of view of a CEO or a person who runs a company. No, I don't. Because if they're running a corporation that's making millions, almost billions of dollars, how am I going to understand somebody who's in that bracket of having money compared to my poor ass pockets? I mean, just think about it. I just started my business, but would I ever say, oh, I'm in the shoes of a Carcino or a Kwame Brown? I could see what they're going through. No, I can't. Because I've never handled what they've handled or ever possessed what they possessed, which is bigger funds and their story to get to the position they were in. Kwame Brown was blessed with talents and height to get to his position where he was at, and God bless him, he was able to sustain his money and his business, his ideas from learning from people around him or just doing his own research to be able to be in the position where he doesn't need to clock in, where he doesn't need a 9 to 5. Same as Carcino. You can't relate to people. That's why I tell people, like, I don't relate to none of that. I just hear what they say or analyze what they've gone through, and it's up to me or the people out there in the general public to either show empathy or sympathy or just, I don't give a shit, whatever. I mean, that's just the point. But you as a CEO, you have to understand you're in an era where there's technology, there's the internet, more stories can get put out there more than it used to. Back in the back, now I'm not gonna say back in the day. But when I was younger, there would be things put in the newspaper. If you didn't read the newspaper or pick it up, you wouldn't really know much about what's going on. Now on the daily news, the news ain't come on that much. The news will come on, I think, at a certain hour, and then boom, it's over. That's your news. So with this situation, I'm not surprised the CEO did that. I mean, he could do that. He has the right to do that. Am I going to get upset because he did that? No, because he has the money, he has the power, he could do whatever he want. But at the same time, he's going to receive backlash because there's people who don't have that luxury to hop on a private jet and get to where they got to get to. So he's going to receive backlash. But is that going to cripple his company? It could if the right people go against them and voice is heard. So you got to be very careful if you're a CEO or you run a company or anything you do. You have to be careful of how you're being portrayed or looked at. So thank you guys, man, for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. I hope I did not bore you with that, but I want to hear your comment section. What do you think about Mr. Suker from 1990 getting that long lifetime pass to fly? And then what do you think about the CEO of United? Do you think he was wrong? Do you think he was right? Let me know in the comment section. Plus, if you do want to donate to the page, my link is in the description box. You can hit that link. That would take you to my Cash App. Shout out to Vernon again. He's been holding it down in the Cash App. Now, if you don't have that, if you have Zelle, there's a number there. You go to zelle.com, you type that number in, and you'll find my account where you could donate if you don't have Cash App. Now, if you do come in, the video is live or premieres, you guys can super chat, or you guys can go to the comment section and press the super thanks button, which I think is a heart right there with a money sign. I'm not sure. You can hit that button and yeah, you'll be able to donate to the page. So thank you guys for your love and blessings. We are out, and this is Deezy.